brightness is blinding. My mind is lucid, it's still unwinding. I typed out a novel, a page full of truth. Everything I wanted to say to you in my youth. I blame the whiskey, I blame the rain, I blame the silence driving me insane. The cursor is blinking, daring me to try. Break the peace with a digital goodbye. I save it to drafts, close the app down. I don't wanna be the desperate one in this town. It's a letter to nowhere, a scream in a jar. Keep my dignity close, and you from afar. Yeah, I save it to drafts, let it collect dust. A monument to love that turned into rust. Maybe one day I'll delete it for good, but tonight I just wrote what I misunderstood. There's a dozen versions of I miss you inside, hidden in a folder where my secrets hide. Some are angry and some are just weak, some are too honest for me to ever speak. Sober me will thank the me of tonight for not starting a fire, for not starting a fight. You're sleeping soundly, you don't have a clue about the midnight essays I write to you. But I save it to draft, close the app down. I don't wanna be the desperate one in this town. It's a letter to nowhere, a scream in a jar. Keep my dignity close, and you from afar. Yeah, I save it to draft, let it collect dust. A monument to love that turned into rust. Maybe one day I'll delete it for good, but tonight I just wrote what I misunderstood. One click is danger, one click is pain, one click and we're back in the cycle again. So I lock the screen, throw the phone on the bed, and live with the words that will never be said. Just another file in the dark. You'll never read it unless the art. Save to drafts unsent. I see you across the room, you're looking at your watch. I'm already thinking about the whiskey and the scotch we'd share on a Tuesday in a house by the sea, while you're telling your secrets only to me. I got the playlist ready for our first long drive. The way I'd feel just knowing that you're alive, but you haven't even looked up. You don't know my name, and I'm the only player in this imaginary game. I've analyzed the pixels on your latest post. I'm falling for a person who's a beautiful ghost. I know your sister's birthday in the city you hate. I've already decided that we're written in fate. In my mind we're a classic, a love for the ages. I'm writing our story over hundreds of pages, but you're just a stranger, a face in the crowd. But in my head the music is beautiful and loud. It's the cinema in my head, and you're the star. I'm loving the version of whoever you are. No chance of rejection, no fear of the end. In a world of maybe where we don't have to bend. Yeah, it's a delusion ship, a perfect design, where I'm always yours and you're always mine. I'm building a temple on a foundation of air, loving a ghost who isn't even there. Sometimes I wonder what I'd actually do if you walked over here and I had to meet the real you. Would the magic disappear in the light of the day would I run out of all of the things I should say? I'd rather keep the script, yeah, I'd rather keep the dream where everything is exactly as perfect as it seems. No awkward silences, no messy goodbyes, just a 4K romance behind my closed eyes. It's a cinema in my head, you're the star. I'm loving the version of whoever you are. No chance of rejection, no fear of the end. In a world of maybe where we don't have to bend. Yeah, it's a delusion, ship of perfect design, where I'm always yours and you're always mine. I'm building a temple on a foundation of air, loving a ghost who isn't even there. Don't wake me up, don't break the spell. I like this version of heaven so well. Real life is cold, but this feeling is deep. It's the only promise that I'm allowed to keep. Roll the credits, scene 5, take 2 in my mind. I'm still with you, cinema in my head, still dreaming.
Your shadow's on my wall, but your mind is out the door. We're playing house again on the second story floor. You leave your jacket here just to give yourself a reason to come back when the feelings start to change with the season. We're sharing every secret, we're sharing every breath, but we're dodging the commitment like it's life or death. A little bit of I love you in the way you hold my hand, but we're building on the water, not the solid land. We're halfway there, but we're standing still, waiting for a heart with a stronger will. No titles in the phone, no names on the lease, just a messy little war and a temporary peace. Yeah, we're more than a friend, but less than a flame, playing all the parts, but we don't know the name. Just vibing in the gray, lost in the blue, almost me and almost you. I saw you at the bar, and I didn't say a word. The tension in the room was the only thing I heard. Cause when the lights are up, we're strangers on the street. It's a different kind of story when our bodies meet. You say you need your space, and I say I need mine, but we're tracing every inch of the same old line. It's a specialized addiction, it's a customized ache to have everything to lose with nothing at stake. We're halfway there, but we're standing still, waiting for a heart with a stronger will. No titles in the phone, no names on a lease, just a messy little war and a temporary peace. Yeah, we're more than a friend, but less than a flame, playing all the parts, but we don't know the name. Just vibing in the gray, lost in the blue, almost need. If I called you my own, would you disappear? Is the maybe the only thing keeping you here? We're walking on the edge, we're dancing on the glass, waiting for the night and the feeling to pass. Don't say too much, keep it casual, right? See you next week, or maybe tonight. Boundary lines, halfway there. We're halfway there.
And I'ma lies upon the couch, a quiet, patient paper stouch. It's gonna fold it down and keep the place where one of us fell deep into the story and to sleep. A promise that the words will wait beyond the hour growing late. We don't mark our place with ribbons fine, just this gentle casual sign. It says I pause here, thought of you. I know you'd read this passage too. Someday or not, it doesn't matter. It's the silent turning chatter. Open baggy pages away. We meet without being there. Together in the narrative stream, a quiet literary dream. A sentences to calm our bridge, from sofa cushion to the ridge of imagination, gentle peak. And neither one of us needs speak to understand the other's pace, still fictional or real life space. The baggy page is just a crease where all our restless thinking cease into a simple paper prayer that says I know you'll meet me there. Sometimes it stays for weeks untouched, to fold a memory that clutched as something softer than the plot, a tenderness we haven't forgot, but simply shelved inside a spine to let the busy day align before we turn it back again to where the folded piece has been. Our lives in unfinished book we write in daily ordinary light. The chapters full of quiet deeds and paragraphs where planted seeds of the love grows slowly, line by line. No need for profit, twist and twine, just fist the knowing we can leave the story in a art gon' breathe, because the other holds the place with patient, unassuming grace. A dog ear in the binding of the shed and never growing love. Unfinished book, the gentle, steady, peaceful love. Across the room, across the days, in silent, understanding ways. Snugget where we meet in the quiet, in the squeeze, unsaid.
Checking the viewers like I'm checking the time. Watching your name make that familiar climb. You're hidden in the crowd, just a face in the blur, but I know exactly where your interests occur. I post a blurry photo, a song with no name, just to see if you're still playing the same old. It's been months of silence, not a word, not a trace, but you're still a regular in my digital space. Do you have a burner, do you use a fade? How many secret trips to my profile do you take? I see you in the metrics, I see you in the glow. A permanent resident, you're supposed to go. You're haunting the highlights, the stories, the feed, searching for the closure that you'll never concede. It's a specialized kind of digital pain, to be the one watching while I'm breaking the chain. You're in ghost mode, moving through the light, a silent visitor in the middle of the night. on my life just to keep it in check. Just a ghost in the palm, lost in the screen, watching the life that we lived in between. Watching the life that we lived in between. Maybe you're looking to see if I'm sad, we're looking for the things that we never had. You're tracing my footsteps through a glass-covered wall, waiting for the moment that I might start to fall. But I'm moving in silence, I'm moving in gold, leaving you behind in the digital code. It's a hollow connection, a transparent tie, a way to stay close without saying goodbye. You're in ghost mode, moving through the light, a silent visitor in the middle of the night. No double tap mercy, no sign of a soul, just a digital shadow taking its toll. Yeah, you're top of the list, but you're bottom of the deck, checking on my life just to keep it in check. Just a ghost in the palm, lost in the screen, watching the life that we lived in between. Watching the life that we lived in between. I see the view count, I know it's you, a ghost from the past coming back to the blue. One swipe up and your handle appears, the shortest of names for the longest of years. I see you watching, I see you there, a digital ghost in the electric air. Ghost mode, still haunting. Ghost mode, still haunting. A sudden dark, a silent scream. Your washing machine stops mid-spin. The night pours in through windows bare and settles in the empty chair between us on a sagging couch. We're just a moment past the slouch of modern life held all this space. Now I'm gone without a single trace. You strike a match, the sofa scent, the tiny flame obedient to your hand's familiar curve, a light we suddenly deserve more than we knew. And then it stands, we're giving back a second chance to see each other, not backlit by pixels but by opposites. When the power goes out, be fine. Our contours of a different mind. The slower clock, the softer sound. Our voices on the newfound ground of sudden, I'm feeling total down. Will we become the only scar that matters? Flickering and true, just me and just you. Quiet, real and plain. The gentle dropping of the chain, a tattered on still elsewhere's glare to
find each other waiting there. We dig our blankets, make a nest up on the floor, we knew the best. The radio crackles with a tune from some far off and simpler June, and in its static laden song we suddenly remember long forgotten ways of being near without a single screen to feel. Will interrupt or glow or chime, we have all the time this time. Modern love is wired bright with notifications through the night, but ancient love it seems survives on quieter, simpler lives. Live face to face in candle glow, with nowhere else we have to go. No updates, no new feed to scroll. Just this, the quiet of the soul, meeting another in the dark without the fluorescent spark, but something someone else has made. We are the light, unafraid to be the only entertainment here, to hold each other close and dear, and talk the things we'd have forgotten in the frantic willy lot of daily life. When power's on, you rush toward a distant dawn. The weight it feels, we find the now, the timeless why, the timeless how. Why we chose each other first, before the modern bright light thirst for more than this could cloud the view of me and you, just me and you. When the power goes out, we remember what love's about. Not the state or the sheet, but the quiet space between two hearts in the dark, making our own spark candles and old radio, and nowhere else to go, nowhere else to be. But here with you, with me. When the power goes out, and the world is quiet, and we finally hear it, the hum we almost forgot, the love that needs no power to flower. Just the dark, just the match, just the kitchen. Yawn from the bodega sign, paints a stripe across your spine. A private show of shifting hues. In this room we barely use, just the couch and half-read books, and the way the whole world looks when we mute the telephone and claim the evening as our own. Let the hours stretch and yawn, let the minutes be withdrawn from the bank of constant need to plan a slower, better seat in this low light interlude, where our moods are softly viewed through the filter of the quiet, and a ceasefire on the riot of the day's demands and pleas. We are brought back to our knees in the gentlest of ways by the peace that lately stays in the corners of the room, banishing the soul gloom. Low, this low light interlude is healing worn out our altitude. Your soft feet brush against my leg, a question that I need and beg the answer to. It's always yes to this specific kind of rest. The fridge hums this baseline lower soundtrack to the afterglow of existence side by side with nowhere else we have to hide. And the night becomes a pool where no one else's tool, just two creatures warm and spin on what the every day is Lent and now returns with quiet grace to this familiar sacred space. In this slow light interlude where our moods are softly viewed through the filter of the quiet, and a ceasefire on the riot of the day's demands and pleas. We are brought back to our knees in the gentlest of ways by the peace that lately stays. Garnishing the sunken. Oh, this low light interlude is healing worn out altitude. Sometimes love isn't a blaze, it's the soft enduring haze of a street lamp through the blind on a settled pair of mind. It's the laundry on the chair and the trust in simply being there without performance or a goal, just the breathing of a soul next to another soul that knows. Love is love. Love is love. Love is love. Dimension, just this is more than enough. In the low light, we remember how to breathe and simply be. You're crying on my shoulder, soaking in my shirt. I'm wondering if the stain is gonna leave some kind of dirt. You're pouring out your soul, you're opening the vein. I'm just looking at the window, watching for the rain. You say you want a reaction, you wanna see me feel. You wanna know if anything inside of me is real. But I'm scrolling through the menu, deciding what to eat while you're bleeding out your heart right here on the seat. I'm emotionally unavailable. Didn't you read the sign? I've got a heart of stone and a very rigid life. You're looking for a savior, you're looking for a spark. I'm just a hollow echo, standing in the dark. No vacancy, no entry, no room inside the inn. I don't know where you end and where I begin, so I shut the heavy curtains and I lock the heavy door. I'm unavailable, baby, don't ask me for more. You call it fear of intimacy, I call it self-control. You're trying to dig a garden in a concrete hole. I see you getting frustrated, I see you getting mad, but I can't give you feelings that I never really had. I've got a mechanism, yeah, a circuit in the brain that cuts the connection when I start to feel the pain. You're talking about the future, names for kids and dogs. I'm lost in the static and the emotional fogs. I'm emotionally unavailable. Didn't you read the sign? I've got a heart of stone and a very rigid line. You're looking for a savior, you're looking for a spark. I'm just a hollow echo, standing in the dark. No vacancy, no entry, no room inside the inn. I don't know where you end and where I begin, so I shut the heavy curtains and I
checking your messages while I'm making the bed, ignoring the things that were better left unsaid. We've got a system, yeah, we got a routine, a beautiful glitch in the middle of the machine. I know your body's rhythm, I know your favorite scent, but I don't know where all the forever energy went. We're sharing the covers, we're sharing the space, but I'm just a visitor in your private place. I saw you at the station, you were looking at your phone. I realized in that moment I was standing all alone. Though we spent the weekend tangled up in sheets and wine, there's a boundary between us that I can't seem to define. You call me when you're lonely, I call you when I'm bored, but the depth of what we're feeling is the thing that is ignored. We're experts at the surface, we're masters of the play, keeping all the real things 1,000 miles away. It's just a safety net, a way to break the fall. Having everything we want, but nothing at all. No titles in the bio, no names upon the heart. Just two people playing a temporary part. Yeah, we're more than a minute, but less than a life. Dull around the edges, never sharp as a knife. Phone lights up at midnight, it's a picture of your cat. We can talk about the weather, we can talk about all that, but if I mention us or where this might be going, the cold one starts a whistling and the distance starts a growing. It's a specialized arrangement, it's a custom-made delay, a way to keep the lonely nights and heavy thoughts at bay. But I'm tired of the maybe, and I'm tired of the if, walking every just a safety net, a way to break the fall. Having everything we want, but nothing at all. No titles in the bio, no names upon the heart. Just two people playing a temporary part. Yeah, we're more than a minute, but less than a life. Dull around the edges, never sharp as a knife. Vibing in the gray, lost in the blue. Almost me and almost you. If I didn't text back, would you even notice the change? Or am I just a character you can easily rearrange? We're building on the sand, waiting for the tide, with no more places for our real hearts to hide. Provisional love, don't get too attached. The door is always open, the latch is never latched. Just a safety net.
I saw you in the lobby, you were tied to your phone. I was busy constructing a life of our own. We got an apartment with a view of the park, and a dog named Shadow who's afraid of the dark. I know how you take your tea, though we've a beautiful realm. I checked your star sign, yeah, we're a perfect match. A cinematic love with no hidden catch. I saw you laughing at a joke I didn't tell, but I knew the punchline and I knew it so well. I rehearsed the arguments and how we make up. The way that you look at the bottom of a cup is a specialized hobby, this world that I built, where every desire is already fulfilled. It's a delusion, baby, and I'm the lead. Planting the flowers and ignore the weed. I'm dating a phantom, I'm kissing the air. Multi-million-dollar love that isn't even there. Yeah, you're my favorite person I've never known. A digital dream on a physical throne. I'm lost in the fiction, I'm loving the lie. Building up forever while you're just passing by. Sometimes I see you and I start to get scared that you'll speak to me and the truth will be bared. That you're just a human, just a guy in a coat, and not the main character of the poems I wrote. I'd rather stay here in the 4K glow, where I control the rhythm and the way that we go. No rejection, no silence, no fading away. Just a perfect romance that's here to stay. It's a delusion, baby, and I'm the lead. Planting the flowers and ignore the weed. I'm dating a phantom, I'm kissing the air. Multi-million-dollar love that isn't even there. Yeah, you're my favorite person I've never known. A digital dream on a physical throne. I'm lost in the fiction, I'm loving the lie. Building up forever while you're just passing by. My friends say I'm tripping, they say I'm insane, but it's sunny in here while it's pouring with rain. If reality's empty and fantasy's deep, ooh, I'll stay in the version of you that I keep. Action cut, let's do it again. In my mind, you're more than a friend. Scripted, just a hallucination. The party's roar is a distant sea. You found a corner beckoning me, away from faces, names and smoke, to where the frantic tempo broke against a bookshelf's quiet spine. A temporary shared design of peace within the swirling sound. A pocket of still we have found. And in this alcove, just us two, the noise becomes a muted hue, a backdrop to our lowered speech. A world we're momentary out of reach of all the pulling, all the must dissolving into gentle dust. In this pocket of still, your hand in mine, a private world with a fragile line drawn between the laugh and us, a necessary quiet plus. To all the giving of the night, to all the surfaces so bright, we speak in codes of touch and glance, a slow deliberate shared dance of souls refilling, taking in the peace that we must begin to carry back into the fray at the ending of the day. But for now, just this pocket of still, where the heart may drink its fill. Your thumb is tracing on my wrist, a conversation in the list of all the things we won't say here, but in the silence they are clear as promises we keep in trust beneath the social shifting crust of how I use it fine and good. We're understood, and for for a moment, time is pleaded, softly folded, undefeated by the clock that rules the room. In this temporary quiet room, we are the calm within the spin. We let the outer noise come in and change to something like a hymn. In this pocket of still, your hand in mine, a private world with a fragile line drawn between the laugh and us, a necessary quiet plus. To all the giving of the night, to all the surfaces so bright, we speak in codes, a touch and glance, a slow deliberate shared dance of souls revealing, taking in the peace that we must begin to carry back into the fray at the ending of the day. But for now, just this pocket of still, where the heart may drink its fill. Each other's secret room within the overwhelming gloom of constant crowd and constant sound, a patch of sacred common ground that can be summoned anywhere with just a look, a breath of air that says I see you, come and rest. It's in this quiet we are blessed and strengthened for the outer din. Again we begin to find these pockets deep and true, where there is only me and you, and all the world is held at bay. Just a moment of the day. Pocket of still holding feeling until we step back in with a softer skin. Pocket of still holding feeling until we step back in with a softer skin and a hidden grin. Knowing it's there anywhere. Our secret, tender, quiet skin. That gentle drift in between, where thoughts are soft and seldom seen by the full light of conscious mind. A tender, undefined and kind of territory we both share, with nothing solid, nothing there but the faint sense of your back pressed warm against my own. A track of knowing without knowing why, beneath the half-drawn moonshine eye. The day is shed its numbered hours, the night has not yet claimed its powers, and in this limbo soft and deep, the promises we cannot keep in waking life seem possible and beautifully unstoppable. In whispered fragments, half a sigh that neither questions nor asks why. Between sleep and waking love, we are more than we're thinking of. Our edges blur, our walls are down, we need not wear our daytime crown of who we are or ought to be. We are just possibility, a breath, a turn, a murmured name, a flickering, unclaimed flame that needs no fuel, no grand design, just your warm skin close to mine. Between sleep and waking, dear, the truest us is drawing near, without the effort, without the ache, for heaven's or tomorrow's sake. I feel you shift, a slow retreat, or move to make our puzzles meet. Hip to hollow, need a bend, a conversation without end that speaks in pressure, not in words, more truthful than the songs of birds that will announce the coming dawn. Before this fragile piece is gone, back to the category sharp, back to the light that leaves its mark. So let me linger here, a beat where dreams and waking gently meet, and touch your hand before it knows the weight of all its daily throes, and kiss the shadow of your neck. A promise I will not forget, when all the world demands its due, and I am once again in you. Between sleep and waking love, we are more than we're thinking of. Our edges blur, our walls are down, we need not wear our daytime crown of who we sake. Perhaps the soul is most itself, not on the mind's high cluttered shelf, nor in the deep where dreams are spun, but in the gentle coming undone of both the sweet surrender to the neither false nor fully true, the threshold where we can confess without the burden to address the vast and complicated mess of loving in full consciousness. Here it is simple, it is pure, a feeling that is sure, secure in its own fleeting perfect grace, a smile on your sleeping face. Between sleep and waking, holding, taking nothing and giving everything in a sigh, in the slow turn of an eye. Between here and almost there, in the tender, fragile air, we simply are. I'm sitting in the back of a taxi late at night, constructing a future in the pale blue light. I saw you in a sweater and a post from a friend, and I'm already wondering how our story we would end. I've mapped out the kitchen where we drink our wine, and how your messy handwriting will look next to mine. But we've never traded words, no, we never traded eyes. I'm just a lonely architect of beautiful lies. I know you like the rain and the movies from France. I've already rehearsed our very first dance. In the quiet of my room, I'm calling your name like a secret believer in a God who's a frame. You're a hero in a novel that I'm writing alone, a king without a kingdom on a silicone throne. I'm falling for the angles and the way that you tilt in this glass cathedral that my longing has built. It's a high-risk heartbreak, a digital dream. Nothing in this romance is quite what it seems. I'm dating a phantom, I'm kissing the air, building up forever with a ghost who isn't there. Yeah, it's a delusion ship, a masterpiece of art, a multi-million-dollar love in a penniless heart. I'm lost in the fiction, I'm loving the lie, saying hello while you're just passing by. Keep the obsession and I keep the mystique, 'cause the real you might be boring or the real you might be cold, and I'd rather have the version that I've learned to uphold. No dishes in the sink, no arguments at dawn, just a perfect projection that keeps going on. I'm the director and the audience too, in a one-man show about a me and a you. It's a high-risk heartbreak, a digital dream. Nothing in this romance is quite what it seems. I'm dating a phantom, I'm kissing the air, building up forever with a ghost who isn't there. Yeah, it's a delusion ship, a masterpiece of art, a multi-million-dollar love in a penniless heart. I'm lost in the fiction, I'm loving the lie, saying hello while you're just passing by. Looking through me like glass, watching the seconds and the fantasies pass. You don't know the life that we've already shared, and I don't know the man who was never really there. Screen locked. Back to the real world, but I'll see you tonight in the 4K light. Digital altar, just a dream. Yeah. Monday morning vacuum's done, but in the slant of 10 o'clock sun, a million particles take flight in columns of unearthly light. You pause your coffee, watch them spin, silent miniature discipline of chaos turned to ballet there in our ordinary air. And for a moment, time suspends as dust and light and quiet blend into a sermon. We can read about the grace and what we need to leave unfinished, leave untidy, to cherish what is small and mighty. In this brief illuminated dance of second, third and fourth chance. Oh, the dust that dances in the sun, when all the busy work is done or left undone, it doesn't care. It simply floats in golden air, a testament to what remains in quiet domestic refrains of lives lived softly side by side, with nothing much to prove or hide, just particles of us in time in this imperfect blessed climb, where even what we meant to clean becomes a sacred gentle scene. The dust that dances in the sun is how I know the war is won, not by the spotless and the stark, but by this ordinary arc of light through what we are and keep, while all the world is half asleep. You point to one slow turning mode that seems to linger in its float, as if it knows it's being seen in this unexpected clean, but not too clean, forgiving space where we can slow our hurried pace to watch what others might just wipe away and call their living right. Perfection is a lonely state, a cold and unrelenting fate, but here where dust is allowed to rise and mesmerize our weary eyes, we've built a different kind of grace where everything can find its place, even the unkempt, even the small, the fragments that together fall to a pattern we can't plan, but simply witness hand in hand. The dust that dances in the sun is all the battles never won, transformed to beauty, soft and deep, a promise we are meant to keep, to leave some things untouched by hand and love the life we haven't planned. The dust that dances in the 10 o'clock light turns ordinary Tuesday bright, with all we've chosen not to sweep, the gentle secrets that we keep, and letting things simply be. In this quiet, you and me, watching the dust that dances and answers every question with its quiet, bright suggestion to stay, just stay, and watch it play.
Kneeling where the pavement meets, the stubborn, wild and tangled feet of green that climb through cracks in stone to make this struggling patch their own. You hand me gloves, I take the trouble. Beneath the sky beginning to scour, with clouds that promise afternoon rain to soothe our stained patient pain. And as we work to clear the space of what grew without grace, I see the metaphor they root in this deliberate pursuit of choosing what will stay and go. And soil that we're beginning to know belongs to us, though not by birth, but by our choice to dig the earth. Oh, weeding the side garden together in uncertain changing weather, teaches what no book could tell about the slow and parallel unraveling of tangled things that habit or neglect now brings to light beneath our careful hands across these small and waiting lands. You pull the roots I overlook. I tend to spot where you once broke. No argument with stubborn green, and in the space that grows between what was and what we want to grow, a quieter beginning starts to show. Weed in the side, garden side by side is where our truest selves abide. Oh, yeah. A beetle crosses your bare wrist. You watch it make its sun-drenched tryst. With some fall leaf, then gently blow to guide it where it needs to go. And in that momentary grace, I see the future of this place. Not as a manicured display, but as a balance we will pay. In daily, gentle vigilance and humble, quiet diligence to what once life and what must cease to make a different kind of peace. Perhaps all of is gardening, a constant, gentle pardoning of what sprouts where we didn't plan. A steady, hopeful human scan for beauty in the wild and wrong, and somehow still can sing his song of life that won't be fully tamed, but can be gently, softly named as part of what we're building here. With every month, with every year we spend uprooting what we must, and learning how to gently trust that what remains when we are done will be enough. Beneath the sun and moon that watch us kneel into this small patch we must defend, not from the wild but from the lie that love means never wondering why. We choose to weed and choose to stay and greet another coming day. Weed in the side garden, learning what to pardon, what to uproot, what to give new shoot. In a small, stubborn, sunlit square, we're learning how to care, not perfectly, but presently, with dirt beneath our nails and all the quiet growing tales of what we didn't plan, but choose to grant a chance. We did and be it and see it. What grows when we choose to kneel together in all kinds of weather, and we
You asked for a key to my apartment door, and suddenly I'm staring at the hardwood floor. My chest gets tight, the air gets thin. I feel the panic crawling underneath my skin. You're doing everything right, you're being kind, but kindness is a trigger for my messed up mind. I see the future and it looks like a cage, so I'm flipping the script and tearing out the page. I keep you at a safe distance, baby, it's an art. Building a fortress round a hollow heart. The second that you touch me, I turn into stone. Happiest together when I'm feeling alone. Don't ask me for deep, don't ask me for more. I'm already halfway out the open door. I'm guarding the tower, I'm blocking the view, keeping a safe distance from a love like you. You text me good night with a little red heart, and I'm picking the syntax and the grammar apart, looking for a flaw, looking for a crack, just to find a reason not to text you back. I'm a master of the fate, a king of the cold, acting like I'm mysterious and hard to hold, but really I'm just terrified of being seen. So I hide behind the silence and the glowing screen. I keep you at a safe distance, baby, it's an art. Building a fortress round a hollow heart. The second that you touch me, I turn into stone. Happiest together when I'm feeling alone. Don't ask me for deep, don't ask me for more. I'm already halfway out the open door. I'm safe distance, safe distance, safe distance. Don't come closer. You're leaning on my shoulder while we're staring at the sky. I'm looking for the truth, you're just looking for a high. You tell me that I'm special, then you tell me that you're free, like you're trying to sell a version of a person you can't be. We're perfect in the silence, we're experts in the dark, but we're scared of any fire that might leave a lasting mark. I know your favorite movie and the way you take your tea, but I don't know if there's a place for us in your me. It's just static on the line, a signal getting lost. We're counting all the benefits but ignoring the cost. No labels in the bio, no pictures on the feed, giving everything we want but nothing that we need. Yeah, we're more than intimate but less than a day. Loving in a moment, then we're looking away, just vibing in the gray, lost in the blue. Almost me and almost you. I saw you out on Friday, yeah, I saw you in the crowd. Didn't look my way and the music was too loud. But then you sent a text when you were walking to your car, asking if I'm up, asking how I are. It's a back and forth motion, it's a pendulum swing, trying to have the music without the wedding ring. We're sharing every pillow, we're sharing every dream, but we're tearing every fabric at the very first scene. It's just static on the line, a signal getting lost. We're counting all the benefits but ignoring the cost. No labels in the bio, no pictures on the feed, giving everything we want but nothing that we need. Yeah, we're more than in it but less than a day. Loving in the moment, then we're looking away, just vibing in the gray, lost in the blue. Almost me and almost you. Is it really freedom if it feels like a cage? We're writing the same lines on every single page. If I asked for more, would you run for the door? Or are we just two ghosts on a hardwood floor? Keep it low key, don't catch a feeling. Just another night, just another ceiling. No strings attached, just stay. I see your name pop up in the corner of my life, a silent visitor in the middle of the night. You didn't leave a comment, you didn't send a text, but I see you're curious about what's coming next. I post a picture of a view, a dinner for two, just to see how long it takes to get a view from you. 4 minutes flat, yeah, you're right on time, checking on my life like it's some kind of crime. I know you're scrolling through the stories that I share, looking for a sign that I'm no longer there. Or maybe you're checking to see if I moved on, watching for the shadows after the spark is gone. We don't speak in person, we don't speak on the phone, but you're haunting the spaces that I call my own. A digital what's inside of your head? Do you zoom on the background, look into my eyes? Are you looking for the truth or just more pretty lies? It's a cold way to stay connected, a hollow way to feel. Watching the real but avoiding the real. You're keeping tabs on a heart you used to hold, staying in the loop while you're out in the cold. You're a digital ghost, haunting my feet, looking for the validation that you still need. No hello, no goodbye, just a silent view. A piece of the past coming back into the blue. Yeah, you're top of the list, but you're out of the frame. You're watching the fire, but you won't touch the flame. Just a ghost in the machine, lost in the glow. Watching my life while you let me go. Swipe right, but you're still there. A haunting presence in the digital lair. You're the first one to watch and the last one to leave, giving me nothing while you're trying to retrieve. I see you, I know you're there, silent in view, in the electric air.
Through the blinds, a lazy golden haze. Steam is rising from my cup in slow motion waves. You're humming something soft and low, a melody unknown. The world outside is moving fast, but in here we're alone. And the jazz plays from the corner, just a piano and a bass, filling up the empty spaces with a gentle kind of grace. So let's just sink into this feeling, let the afternoon unwind like sugar dissolving slowly. Leave the rush behind in this cafe constellation where the worries are released. We're just two flavors blending, baby. Coffee and cream, just coffee and cream. You trace the rim upon your mug, a thoughtful, quiet smile. Got stories in your eyes that can make me stay a while. The clinking of the porcelain, a percussion soft and sweet, a rhythm for the moment where the mind and heartbeat meet, and the noise becomes an afterthought, a distant fading sound in this pocket of serenity that we have somehow found out. So let's just sink into this feeling, let the afternoon unwind like sugar dissolving slowly. Leave the rush behind in this cafe constellation where the worries are released. We're just two flavors blending, baby. Coffee and cream, just coffee and cream. No need for grand destinations or complicated conversations. The simplest thing, this quiet magic brew, is me right here and you right there. as long as I'm with you. Let the city keep on turning while our little world sits burning. Slow and steady, warm and deep. Coffee and cream. Just coffee and cream. Just coffee and cream. So warm, so sweet. Just you and me. So warm, so sweet. Just you and me. So warm, so sweet. Just you and me. So warm, so sweet. Just you and me.
The subway car is our own key, a jangling frantic symphony, until I catch your distant gaze through all the human hurried haze. A silent chord begins to sound on some forgotten deeper ground. My shoulders drop, my breath aligns to frequencies that you define. And in the noise, a sudden space, a clear, familiar, resonant place. You don't wave, you don't break through, you just are, and I tune to you. On your frequency, a quiet hum, the chaos softens and I come home to a signal strong and clear that only I am meant to hear. A steady note beneath the crowd, a name for me not said aloud. On your frequency, a silent call that catches me before I fall into the static of the day. You tune the dissonance away. We don't need touch across this space, just knowing you're in the same place. Rebroadcasting calm on loop, a signal no one can corrupt. The train lurches, stranger sway, but in my chest the beat holds sway to your internal steady song that tells my heart it can't go wrong. It's not a tether, not a chain, it's just a wavelength free of pain. We're two transmissions, strong and deep, a silent, waking promise keep. On your premise, a quiet hum, the chaos softens and I come home to a signal strong and clear that only I am meant to hear. A steady note beneath the crowd, a name for me not said aloud. On your frequency, a silent call that catches me before I fall into the static of the day. You tune the dissonance away. You to the static day. You tune the dissonance away. Maybe love's the oldest broadcast, I carry a wave that time has lost, and when we find its match, we know a place inside us starts to glow. Not with words, but with a tone, a proof we're not alone in all this noisy fractured air. We found a private channel there, frequency holding through tunnels and through light, a silent satellite locked on to your quiet constant dawn. Frequency just being on the same wavelength, 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 wavelength. I haven't heard your voice in about 10 days. I was getting ready to part our ways. I was washing my hands of the mess we made, letting the colors of your memory fade. But then my phone lights up with a fire reaction, a calculated move, a tiny fraction. You sense a moment that I'm stepping back, and you pull the rope to cover up the slack. Your breadcrumbing, baby, dropping pieces on the floor, just enough to the subtle art. I'm hungry for a feast, I'm hungry for the whole, but you're just dropping crumbs into my empty bowl. You comment on my pics, say I'm looking good, doing the minimum just like you would. You never make a plan, never set a date. You leave it up to chance, leave it up to fate. It's a dopamine hit, it's a sugar rush, a quiet little whisper in the heavy hush. You keep me on the hook with a jagged line, making sure I'm yours but you're never mine. You're breadcrumbing, baby, dropping pieces on the floor, just enough to keep me wanting a little bit more. A midnight hate without a follow through, a digital scrap from a ghost like you. You're feeding the hope but starving the heart, master of the tease and the subtle art. I'm hungry for a feast, I'm hungry for the whole, but you're just dropping crumbs into my empty bowl. Do I settle for the dust and the dirt? Why do I chase a thing that's gonna hurt? I'm chasing a trail that leads to nowhere, just a circle of crumbs in the open air. Sweep them up, I'm done eating off the floor. Keep your crumbs, I want more. Just a taste, string along.
Night has drawn its final shade on all the bustling world we made. Our screens go dark one by one, until the only light that's spun is from the hallway's gentle spill across the windowsill, until our eyes adjust to see the glow that only seems to come and show its face when all the rest is done. When we stop racing toward the sun that set and let the softer hue of something old or something true begin to form between our hands on these most ordinary lands. Not a fire, not a blaze, but the gentlest sort of phase of light that seems to come from where our quiet mingles with the air and makes a sort of atmosphere that only we can feel is here. Oh, the glow between is what remains when all the day is spilled as strains into the basin of the night, and we turn out the final light. It's not a thing that can be seen by eyes that want their visions keen. It's felt in how the shadows fall against the bedroom wall, and how your breathing finds its pace in this unhurried gentle space where all the frantic colors blend into a hue that seems to mend the fractured edges of the day in its own patient, quiet way. The glow between is soft and deep, the light we make before we sleep. Your shoulder finds its resting place against the pillow, soft embrace, and in the darkness I can trace the outline of your sleeping face. Not with my eyes, but with a sense that needs no visual evidence to know the peace that's settled here is something we hold precious dear. And in the moment just before dreams come knocking at the door, we share a sigh, a gentle shift, a slow and forced and healing drift into the arms of what will be tomorrow's possibility. Some may search for blazing suns, for sing, a quiet light that seems to sing without a sound, without a word. The sweetest song I've ever heard. The glow between is all I need to let my restless spirit feed on peace, on quiet, on the sense that this is love's true recompense. The glow between, it deepens as the night grows on. A story silently being told in breaths and heartbeats in the deep before we drift away to sleep. The glow between our gentle, private, sacred light that only comes in the middle of the night, when all the world is still, and it always will be here between us. Here's us. I try to navigate back to the URL of us, but the browser just retained this hollow digital fuzz. A code 404 error where our homepage used to do. No redirect to memories, just broken links I see. I've played my history's cookies, refreshed 1,000 times, but the server of your heart won't load our former rhymes. The bookmark's still there, faded in the toolbar of my mind. A click that leads to nowhere, address undefined. Maybe we were a temporary site, a pop-up that was meant to close, a beta version of a love that nobody truly knows. Now I'm just left with cached data, bits of you that linger on, a digital ghost in the machine since the real connection's gone. It's a 404, it's not found, the dead end on the web, a love page that got taken down, a promise that got ebbed. I'm left here with the cache of you, old images that load so slow, in thumbnail resolution of a warmth I used to know. Yeah, 404, it's not found. We'll try again, we'll make it right. Just a blank screen at 3 a.m. haunting me through the night. This catching you is all I have, a fragmented, frozen trace of a love that left nowhere alone, just empty cyber space. I search through old keywords, you laugh, that rainy day we met, but the search engine of longing returns only regret. The algorithms change, they don't favor us anymore. I said SEO of passion is crashed on love's crucial. Yeah. I've tried a different browser, incognito mode I thought, hoping to find a mirror site where our connections not forgot. But every path leads back to just the same start. Blank alert, a lesson in how digital hearts get so deeply get hurt. Maybe the host was unreliable, the domain always set to expire, a fleeting brilliant flash page of a temporary desire. Now all that's in my cache, all the ads for what could be, in a broken leak to forever that's staring back at me. It's a 404, it's not found, a dead end on the web, a love page that got taken down, a promise that got ebbed. I'm nothing with the cache of you, old images that look so slow, in thumbnail
sound of love's defeat. If we ever truly exist in a stable state online, or will he just data in transit, never true to your mind? The backup driver maybe is corrupted and worn in, leaving only this error page where we once had been. Dial up tone, a 404 case, corrupted connection, terminated user, not found.
After dinner, in the sink's warm steam, you wash out dry, familiar team. Your hands move slow and soapy light. I polish each one dry and bright. And as you pass them wet and clear, I catch the moment drawing near, where ordinary glass becomes a quiet ritual that hums. Not a chore, but a kind of grace, a quiet, steady, gentle pace, where something fragile, something plain becomes part of our refrain of how to love and how to tend to what we're trying to mend, without a word, without a sound, on this most common hallowed ground. Oh, the way we handle the glasses as the evening softly passes tells me everything I need about the way we plant the seed of something lasting, something true in everything we say and do. You rinse away the day's remains, I wipe off all the stubborn stains, and as we work in quiet light, we're setting everything to right. Not just the dishes clean and dry, but how we choose to occupy the space between the day and night, with gentle, ordinary might. The way we handle the glasses now is the same as any vow. A chip along the rim I trace, with careful thumb it finds its place, in memory of some past night when laughter broke with too much light, but we kept it, didn't throw this imperfect cup, this gentle woe, because it held a moment dear, and we still drink our tea from here. Some think love's made in grand designs and fireworks and dotted lines, but I have found it in the way we greet the closing of the day, with patient hands and quiet breath, preparing for the calm of death that comes to every frantic hour, and finds in us a patient power to wash, to dry, to put away and face again the coming day, with something clean and something whole living in our simple bowl. How we handle the glasses tells a story without passes over what it means to stay and do the ordinary day after day after day, with care, with a quiet kind of prayer, in the soap and in the steam, in the quiet shared routine. How we handle the glasses is how we handle us. The final chords hang in the air, like dust suspended, light and red, between the speakers and our ears, after the song that calmed our fears. Now just the hum of empty space and the quiet of your face turn towards me in the half light at the ending of the night. When melody has had its say and rhythm gently slips away, what's left is what the music made. In the silence it conveyed a deeper understanding born before another day is sworn. Here in the quiet after sound, where truth and tenderness are found, we don't need words to bridge the gap or fill the fading music's map. For in the space between the notes, the realest feeling gently flows, not in crescendo or refrain, but in the silence after pain has been expressed and set aside, with nothing left for us to hide. Here where the music softly fades, our truest quiet peace is made. Your fingers trace the sofa seam, following some half-remembered theme that lingers in the quiet room, dispelling what was once our gloom. And as the last vibration dies, I see the truth within your eyes. The music was just our excuse to let the guarded heart grow loose. For songs can't say what lips cannot, can't warm what conversation flows. But when the final note is gone, what's left is what we build upon. The understanding, soft and deep, that in the silence we can keep the truth. The music helped us find the truest soundtrack of our mind. Where the music fades, we remain in the quiet, gentle rain of knowing without sound on this hollow, silent ground. Where the music fades, our love stays. Fluorescence hum a sleepy tune. We're both reaching for the last jar of honey under the moon. Your card holds instant noodles, mine just vitamin drinks. Two insomniac souls on the same fragile brink. You smile at the coincidence, I nod at your choice. The quietest conversation in this temple of noise, between the snack racks and the cooler's gentle glare. There's a magic in the midnight there. We're just two strangers in this neon lit domain. Before 3 aisles and 5 minutes, we're sharing the same rain. Midnight grocery, our accidental stage, where lonely hearts turn a fluorescent page, finding comfort in the mundane. In the aisle, 9 lights, 2 passing satellites in the convenience store night. Oh, this midnight grocery, this temporary peace, where all the daytime worries get a gentle release. Just you, me, and the freezer's low refrain, washing away the city stain. Aisle 9, where the tea bags sleep. Aisle 9, promises that we could keep. Aisle 9, maybe next time we'll meet, not just in the midnight, not just in this fleeting beat. Beep, beep. Your items, they're mine. Separate lives in the same line. Have a good night. Have a good night. Have a good night. Have a good night. Fades into the blue. Just a midnight grocery, keeping its quiet mystery. I finally stopped checking. I finally slept through the night. I put your ghost in a box and I sealed it up tight. But then you sensed the silence, you felt the cord go slack. So you threw a little nothing just to pull me right back. Thinking of you at 2 a.m. on a Friday, just to make sure that you're still blocking my highway. It wasn't a question, it wasn't a date, just a tiny little heavy thing to put on the plate. You give me just enough to stay, but not enough to grow. Just enough to hold me, but you never let me go. It's a masterclass in balance, a calculated crime. Stealing all my energy and wasting all my time. You're scattering the pieces, you're laying down the track, leading me in circles, so I keep coming back. It's breadcrumbing, baby, and I'm eating off the floor, hungry for a love that isn't there anymore. If I ask you what are we, you vanish in the smoke, treating my devotion like it's some kind of joke. But the second that I post that I'm out having fun, you're blowing up my phone like you're the only one. You sprinkle a little compliment, a little bit of hope, tightening the knot on the end of the rope. You wanna keep the option, you wanna keep the spare. You don't want the body, but you want the empty chair. You give me just enough to stay, but not enough to grow. Just enough to hold me, but you never let me go. It's a masterclass in balance, a calculated crime. Stealing all my energy and wasting all my time. You're scattering the pieces, you're laying down the track, leading me in circles, so I keep coming back. It's breadcrumbing, baby, and I'm eating off the floor, hungry for a love that isn't there anymore. I'm a banquet, baby, I'm a 5-course meal, but you're treating me like samples that you're trying to steal. I'm worth more than the dust, I'm worth more than the crumb. I'm tired of the waiting and the feeling of numb. Sweep it up, throw it out. I'm done with the whispers, I need a shout. Just enough is never enough. You. Oh, we walked the shore where daylight fails and found the ocean's slow exhales. I left a line of tangled things on sand that evening silence brings. A broken shell, a smoothed out stone, seaweed like dark lace overthrown. And there we stopped to trace the mark the tide left in the sailing dark. You picked up half a cent dollar, held it like a fragile collar of some ancient whispered prayer, left to bleach in salted air. And in your palm I saw the way that beauty on a random day can wash up where we least expect, to change the course of what we protect. Oh, the tide line tells a story, half a loss and half a glory. What the ocean can't keep still, it lays upon the land until someone comes to walk and see the scattered wild anatomy of what gets lost and what remains in patterns that the water trains. Upon the shore of you and me, where our own tides recede, to see what's left behind when feelings ebb, what broken treasures we might web together into something whole that mends the coastline of the soul. The foam came creeping back again to smooth the edges of our wind and wash away the marks we made with footprints that the waves betrayed. But in your pocket rested proof of something permanent and true that outlasts even the sea's command when held inside a human hand. And maybe love is just this, knowing where the high and low tides are going, not to build where waves will break, but to walk along the ache of what gets left and what returns. And from that rhythm something learns to hold both loss and gift in view, the old, the broken, and the stars were misaligned. It's in the way you hand me half your orange with a silent laugh. It's in the toothpaste cap you close when you know how my mornings go. A quiet physics, soft and deep, that pulls my soul from frantic sleep. Not a force that shouts or stuns, but the gentle, steady ones that anchor in the daily spin and quietly keep pulling in. Oh, the gravity of small things, the quiet orbit that it brings. Your socks left by the bedroom door, the way you pause to listen more than you need to my day, and gently brush the crumbs away from the corner of my smile. These tiny acts that reconcile the vast and empty space between two separate lives and make a scene of such profound simplicity. It bends the world's reality around this quiet, constant pull of small things, beautiful and full. The note you leave when you're out late, a simple bag by 8, the extra blanket on your side. You pull across me when I've tried to pretend that I'm not cold. These stories that remain untold in any language but our own, a universe and seeds we've sown. And I have traveled galaxies in search of greater mysteries, but found them in the certain way you hand me what I need to say before I even know the lack. A gentle, small gravitation, oh, pull back. Good, oh, the gravity of small things, the quiet orbit that it brings. Your socks left by the bedroom door, the way you pause to listen more than you need to my day, and gently brush the crumbs away from the corner of my smile. These tiny acts that reconcile the vast and empty space between two separate lives and make a scene of such profound simplicity. It bends the world's reality around this quiet, constant pull of small things, beautiful and full. Great loves may make the headlines shout and shake the firmament about, but ours is built on quiet law of seeing and of keeping. Saw the tiny threads that day by day weave lonely lease away into a fabric strong and real that only small things can reveal. The massive power of the slight, the turning of the dark to light, not by a sun but by a spark that landed softly in the dark and grew a galaxy from a glance, a universe from one shared chance to do the small, the kind, the true, and build a world from me and you. Gravity of small things, bending time, making the mundane rhyme with the eternal in the quiet, the internal pull. So beautiful, so full of everything. The gravity of small things holding us.
Coffee is cold and the mug on the stand. I'm reaching out, but I'm missing your hand. We're sitting together on Saturday night, but the screen is the only source of the light. I ask what you're watching, you say doesn't matter. The ghosts of our past are beginning to scatter. We're conserving energy, saving the breath, starving the love to a natural death. We're two actors on stage, but the script is all wrong. We're humming the tune, but forgetting the song. I'm scared to break it, too scared to fix. Stuck in the mud of the emotional mix, waiting for someone to blink in the eye, waiting for someone to say a goodbye. We're just watering concrete, waiting for rose, try to get warm from the wind where it blows, pouring our time into something that's dead, ignoring the words that need to be said. It's a funeral devotion, a waste of the rain, trying to find pleasure inside of the pain. We're guarded and ghosts, yeah, we're tending to explode, together forever, but sleeping alone. I look at the photos we hung in the hall, smiling like we had no worries at all. It feels like a life that my century passed, a beautiful moment that wasn't built to last. Now you're walking past me like I'm furniture here. We haven't had a real conversation in a year, just logistics on schedules and paying the rent. Wonder where all the passing went. We're two actors on the stage, but the script is all wrong. We're humming the tune, but forgetting the song. Too scared to breaking, too scared to fix. Stuck in the mud of the emotional mix, waiting for someone to blink in the eye, waiting for someone to say the goodbye. We're just watering concrete, waiting for rose, trying to get warm from the wind when it blows, pouring our time into something that's dead, ignoring the words that need to be said. It's a funeral devotion, a waste of the rain, trying to find pleasure inside of the pain. We're guarded and ghosts, yeah, we're tearing the storm, together forever, but sleeping alone. And the crazy thing is, I think we both know, that the tank is empty. But who wants to be the villain? Who wants to be the one to pull the front on 5 years? So we stay in this lukewarm water, not hot enough to burn, not cold enough to freeze, just comfortable enough to drown in day after day, night after night, just hoping the other one breaks first. I wanna scream, I wanna fight, I wanna set this whole house alight. Anything's better than this quiet decay, watching the colors just fade into gray. Give me a reason, give me a sign. Let me go and stop wasting my time. We're just shattering concrete, waiting for rose, trying to get warm from the wind when it blows, pouring our time into something that's dead, ignoring the words that need to be said. It's a funeral devotion, a waste of the rain, trying to find pleasure inside of the pain. We're guarded and ghosts, yeah, we're turning the stone, together forever, but sleeping alone. Nothing grows here, not anymore. Look down the water, walk out the door. Concrete, nothing blows, just gray. The good china stairs from the topmost ledge, edged in gold leaf, a delicate pledge. of occasions that come once or twice in a year. But down where we live, where the day-to-day's near, is a shelf just above where our toes sometimes brush, when reaching for something in morning soft hush. Holding mugs with faded cartoons chipped at the rim, and the bowl that survived when the others grew dim. And every piece here has a story of failure, a crack earning laughter, a scratch from the hauler, the cup that outlasted, the breakup it witnessed, the plate that still serves though its pattern is thin. The ghost of what once was a bright cheerful bloom, now softening into the quiet of the room. Oh, the second shelf from the bottom knows the life that imperfectly grows, not behind glass doors for the guests who might come, but right in the thick of the daily hum, where we reach without looking at 6 in the morning, for vessels that are lovingly warm. Every chip is a memory, every stain is a year, every hairline a tracing of laughter, a tear. The second shelf from the bottom tells where our real history dwells, not in what we display with pride, but in what we keep set aside for the hands that know where to find the comfort for body and mind. The second shelf from the bottom holds more truth than the stories told by the perfect, the new, the preserved. It's the broken that is served and keeps serving still. Your favorite, the one with the wandering glaze that dripped in the kiln in its own peculiar ways, looks like a continent no map ever knew. I always give you that one when you're feeling blue, and you hand me the one that says world's okay. That a gift from a phase that was silly but glad, from a child now grown, living states far away. We sip from those memories every day. Perfection collects its thin layer of dust, while the flawed and the fractured continue to trust that they'll be held again, filled again, used. Their value not in how they're kept, but how they're infused with the taste of our mornings, the heat of our tea, the silent companionship of you and me. Reaching in darkness, knowing by feel the curve of the handle time cannot unseal. This is the altar of our common prayer, not in the flawless but in the aware and grateful use of what has stayed. Through every color memories fade to become the soft hue of the truth. The second hand, second best but never second to the love that chooses day by day. The shelf where the mismatched things stay. The second shelf from the bottom holds the weight of what's forgotten by the world but not by us, in the quiet dustless fuss of every morning's reach. The comfort that we teach each other without words is in the choice to use what's blurred and chipped and stained and real. This is the quiet seal upon our common life. The second shelf where we keep the proof beyond all doubt and reason that love is in the using, season after season. The second shelf from the curated and polished, I'm filtered in gold. Just a story for you and the eyes of the world to behold. I saw your icon, it's the third one from the left. A little digital phantom, a subtle kind of theft. You're stealing a glance at the life that I lead, while I'm planting the garden and pulling the weed. We don't share a table, we don't share a bed, but you're still a tenant inside of my head. Do you look at the time? Was it late when you saw? Did you find a mistake? Did you find a small flaw? Oh, I know how you linger on the slides where I smile, staying on my profile for a little while. It's a specialized torture, modern day haunting. I know that you're there, but not what you're wanting. You're the first to arrive and the last to depart, leaving invisible footprints all over my heart. I see your digital fingerprints all on the screen, tracing the places where we could have been. No like for the effort, no share for the pain, just a silent observer in the digital rain. Yeah, you're top of the list, looking deep in the blue, watching for a version of the me that loved you. Just a ghost in the palm, staying out of the light, keeping me in your vision while you stay out of sight. Maybe you're waiting for me to go dark, to lose all the magic and lose all the spark. But I'm posting the music and I'm posting the view, giving you glimpses of a life without you. Is it comfort you're seeking? But just to be sure that the wound that you gave me has found a new cure. It's a transparent tether, a wireless bond, a look at the surface of a frozen over pond. I see your digital fingerprints all on the screen, tracing the places where we could have been. No like for the effort, no share for the pain, just a silent observer in the digital rain. You're top of the list, looking deep in the blue, watching for a version of the me that loved you. Just a ghost in the palm, staying out of the light, keeping me in your vision while you stay out of sight. If I went private, would you find a way back? Or would you just fade into the digital black? I'm holding the camera, you're holding the phone. Two people together who are better alone. 3 seconds, saw you gave me, but I saw your name, and it didn't even save me. Watch me go. The blue double check marks glare like neon in the dark. illuminating conversations that have long since lost their spark. I crafted every sentence with my heartbeat as the ink. Now they're just digital proof of everything I used to think. You're typing bubble tease me like a promise in the air, then popped and left to silence. I'm still learning how to bear. We built this house of messages on shifting, sinking sand. Now I'm the only tenant left with the words I can't command. And I refresh the screen until my sanity feels thin, hoping that a ha-ha or a heart might wander in. But the timestamp keeps on aging cold and absolute, a monument to questions bearing no conceivable fruit. It's just read, no reply to modern elegy. Watching all those last online status flicker endlessly. We're trapped inside a last scene, a ghostly frozen wind, where the present tense is over and might be will never begin. Yeah, I read, no reply, a notification of the end. The quietest of breakups with no enemy to defend. Just our last scene, haunting every empty chat. The cruelest kind of closure where you don't say it's done like that. I analyze the patterns, the time you took before. Was it thoughtfulness or boredom knocking on our digital door? Now the algorithm shows me memories, how bitterly it cares. Photos of us smiling juxtaposed with unanswered prayers. I draft 1,000 messages and watch them all dissolve. A monologue the universe will never ever solve. Your profile picture changes to a place I've never been, a silent sunny declaration that a new world can begin. And I know I should let go, should archive or delete, but there's a fragile foolish hope that's not yet met defeat. That maybe in some future scroll beneath some different moon, my name will light your screen again, and not a moment too soon. It's just read, no reply, the modern elegy. Watching all of last online status flicker endlessly. We're trapped inside our last scene, a ghostly frozen wind, where the present tense is over and might be will never begin. Yeah, read, no reply, a notification of the end. The quietest of breakups with no enemy to defend. Just our last scene, haunting every empty chat. The cruelest kind of closure where you don't say it's done. Between the scene and the response, there stretches an abyss where love goes to become nostalgia, and longing starts to twist our last scene, the final frame before the screen went dead. Read, no reply, the words I wrote alive, now lying cold and red. Was it something that I sent or something I failed to convey? Scroll up forever in this self-made blue check purgatory. Calling a number that still saved, waiting in the blue light of a message I once craved. Slowly becoming there. Kiss you on the cheek before I leave the door, but I don't even know what I'm doing it for. It's just a habit like tying my shoes, a ritual that we're both afraid to lose. We talk about the weather, we talk about the bill, but we never talk about the void that we fill with silence and nodding, looking away, getting through the motions of another great day. It's just muscle memory, moving in the dark, tracing the outline, but missing the spark. My body knows the rhythm, my body knows the place, but my heart is a
the steps that we learned long ago, but the music stopped playing. Didn't you know? Just muscle memory, holding on tight to a ghost of a feeling in the middle of the night. You ask me what I'm thinking, I say nothing much, I flinch a little bit at the ghost of your touch. It's not that it hurts, it's just that it's numb. Waiting for a feeling that is never gonna come. We're civil, we're polite, we're the perfect team. Living in the wreckage of a broken dream. We're too scared to leave and too tired to fix. Stuck in the concrete of the emotional mix. It's just muscle memory, moving in the dark, tracing the outline but missing the spark. My body knows the rhythm, my body knows the place, but my heart is a stranger staring at your face. We're dancing the steps that we learned long ago, but the music stopped playing. Didn't you know? Just muscle memory, holding on tight to a ghost of a feeling in the middle of the night. To burn so bright. Now we're just a flicker in the fading light. I'm waiting for you to say the words out loud, to break the silence of this lonely crowd. Just a habit, just a routine. We're not real, we're just a scene, muscle memory. Fading now.
Hey. Found you in the vintage section of my heart's flea market. A secondhand smile with original parts, no barcode to target. We tried each other on like worn leather jackets, fitting perfectly in all the mismatched patches. You said don't tag the price, don't define the wear, just appreciate the fading and the authentic tear. So we hung in the wardrobe of undefined affection, a collector's item in our own direction. Yeah. Emotional drifting through each other's past, finding treasures in the fragments that were built to last. No brand names, no manuals, no guarantee, just the beauty of what naturally came to be. We're no label, vintage, one of a kind, a rare edition that will never define. Wearing our scars like limited releases, collecting moments, collecting pieces. Yeah, we're no label, vintage, patina and gold, a story better felt than never told. Emotional thrifting in this crowded mall, the most precious find, no tags at all. You lapse a cassette tape with perfect hiss and warmth. My secrets are postcards from a pre-digital storm. We danced to playlists curated from an analog years, ignoring expiration dates and engineered fears. No algorithm predicting what we'll become, just static and sweetness when the day is done. You mend my seams with thread from your own fray. We're homemade in a mass-produced way. Emotional drifting through each other's past, finding treasures in the fragments that were built to last. No brand name, with no label, vintage, one of a kind, a rare edition that we'll never define. Wearing our scars like limited releases, collecting moments, collecting pieces. Yeah, with no label, vintage, patina and gold, a story better felt than never told. Emotional drifting in this crowded mall, the most precious find, no tags at all. Yeah, yeah. They want us to define the collection, put our love in a glass case section, but baby, we're the secret back room find, the treasure that defies the catalog mind. No label, vintage, we appreciate with time, emotional thrift and making your past mine. No authentication, just pure sensation, the rarest connection in this generation, finding our station. Emotional thrifting, wearing us in like your favorite worn out thing.